And we are back. Well, still in the desert here. This is actually pretty new recording. Come to think of it, uh, wow, I haven't recorded since like a week ago. So we're back here in the desert. I recorded quite a lot here. Looks like there's a hand there. There's a lot of big statues in this region. Now here what I'm doing is, well, you can see not too far in the distance there's a tower, and now you can't see it, but it's over this ridge. Seems easy enough to get to. I think there's like a canyon or like a valley, you know, a lower area that you can get to the tower better, but I just went with this one. But there are enemies here. Oh no, is that a... I think that's a bomb arrow. Bomb arrows will hurt quite a lot, so I need to be very careful. Oh, maybe that's just a... Oh, that's just a fire arrow. There you go, fire arrow yourself. And here I am using my blizzard rod when I should not. And I'm not even in the desert per se, so... yeah, when you're not in the desert per se, like down there where it's all bright, you'll be okay. You don't really need, to be cooled off or warmed up, given a certain time it is, I think. You can kind of see the temperature gauge kind of tilting, leaning towards the hot, or leaning towards heat. Although as I climb up higher, it is going to get colder. Oh dear. That was a close one. A lot of close ones I pull off. I pull off a lot of close ones. It's funny to see the, I think it's called pop-in. You see the rocks on the ground kind of show up when I'm near them, really close to them, but not when they're farther away. The Nintendo Switch is good enough, I guess, but it's not really high-tech, it's not like a really strong computer. Although apparently the Switch is good enough to play, I think it's The Witcher 3 apparently. I don't know how, because The Witcher 3 is a pretty new game. But I did see that I think I saw that in the last Direct, the E3 Direct. Oh, I don't think that, yeah, that rock's not hitting anybody. It would be funny. It's always fun to see the monsters fly away or fall down. Especially this guy. Just stumbling like that. Now this ought to do it. Except, no, it doesn't. I think I can go get past him. He probably won't see me. There's the tower music. More bombs. Okay, well, one of them's down. Ooh, raw meat. I should probably cook that at some point. Come to think of it. This is kind of a dangerous area. There's an explosive barrel. Red barrel. You don't want to hit the red barrel. What in the world? Oh! It's an Octorok. Octoroks well, mountainous Octoroks suck up air, so you can throw a bomb at them. Which is a pretty interesting way to kind of balance them out. You gotta get a bomb in them, you know? I guess, come to think of it, they kind of replace Dodongos, which is odd because, I mean, that's basically what a Dodongo would do in, say, Ocarina of Time. But that's not what they do in this game. I mean, well, they aren't in this game. Dodongos are not in this game. Even though there are all these other, like, you know, lizard-like creatures and monsters. Oh. I got an idea. I'm not a big fan of stealth, but when my life is not on the line, when I can fight anyways, that's alright. Ugh, he sounds so gross. But I can't pick that up. Oh well, bye-bye. Wow, one hit. And that was a black one. That's like a pretty high level, pretty powerful one. Black ones, I think, take what? Oh, it's Cass? Yeah, it's Cass from the shrine. He's somewhere around here, but where could he be? Sounds like the closer I get to the tower, the better I hear it. But I can't get to it from here. I have to get higher up. That's the thing about this tower. I'd say this is actually probably the toughest tower to climb. You gotta get through all these things unless you have a lot of ability to, well, you know, fly in the air. I mean, to climb up these towering mountains. But even then, you'd need a lot of, you know, protection against the cold. You can tell from the I guess the thermometer, was it? Yeah, thermometer. I keep thinking that that's like too many M's, but this is not a spelling bee. The thermostat, maybe. See, it's kind of quite tilted towards cold. So that's a pretty cool thing you can do with these metal boxes. Just raise them up in the air and... well, usually they break, I mean... I don't know what's with this one. Maybe you have to drop it on the right side or something. But you can also... a little closer. You can also fail to bash Moblin's head with it. Excuse me, Mr. Moblin, I'm not in the mood today. I beg your pardon. Oh, I think I can... oh, don't jump off. I think I can... yeah, I can get to the tower from here. Oh yeah, Cass is definitely here. So, Cass is an interesting character in this game. But first, I gotta climb the last bits of this rather tall tower. A tall tale for a tall tower. So far, and no shrine. Just this towering tower. This skyscraping tower. You can even see Link's breath kind of puff out because it's so cold. Which I guess is the condensation. You know, water vapor. Yeah, you can see it right there. Water vapor, I guess, condensing or something. You can see we're just across from some snowy peaks. Kind of an interesting bit of this area. In fact, even though this is called the Gerudo Tower, the area that this tower gives us, maps out for us, is to the north of the desert. It's all these mountains. You see those like white areas? Those are the peaks, or the high areas. There's not a lot there. It's like some snowy enemies, icy enemies, and also a lionel. You know, one of those really powerful, like the toughest enemies in the game. Well, that's good. Maybe one day you will find the hero. I hope you find him one day. Yes. Play the song. The accordion is one of my favorite instruments. I'm sure it's it's literally 2 handfuls, but oh, it just sounds so beautiful. I guess it's also a mechanical thing, you know. But you know, it's like a nice union of, like, you know, the strength you have to put into something. And all that. So this is actually pretty much the perfect time. You'll see this base, which kind of looks like a shrine. Ah, you hear that? It lit up. So I actually had quite some time, but I figured give it a shot here. And that's it. There's a decent window of time, I guess. Just like right when that shadow gets onto this part of the plateau, or this part of the mountain. And there you have it, risen from its underground grave. We have a modest test of strength. Now, you might notice that I'm actually preparing for this. I think I have the right weapons, you know? I got this pretty nice sword, or Gerudo, whatever it's called, scythe. I think I can do this. So the modest tests have spears and shields, I guess. Of course, a great way to start is with a guardian weapon. They are weak to these, so it's good to hold on to them. Although the guardian weapons in general are pretty good, at least for where they are in the game. Oh, you can actually see like one of its arms is kind of broken off. So I guess the modest ones have 2 arms intact. The minor ones have only 1. And the major tests have, I guess, shields as well as 2 weapons, I suppose. Alright. I like the change in music. Really changed because I got it down quite a lot of health. I think the spear attacks faster than the other weapons. Although the one-handed weapons do attack fast when you have the flurry rush going on. Of course, you gotta be in range, pretty much in range of it. Well, there's some raw meat. It's good food, but it could be better. And I don't need a cooking pot to really improve it. Oh. I even landed. Oh, actually, so when I was playing, I was wondering why the Flurry Rush thing stopped, but I think it's like you stop your ability to Flurry Rush when you hit the ground. You know, you do the jump, then you hit the ground, and then you cannot do the Flurry Rush. Well, take this! Usually would stun it. Uh-oh! Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, now. Now, run! Oh! Oh! Please, stop! Okay. Hit it, hit it, hit it! Oh, I should have used the one-handed weapon. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't even have the stamina. Blizzard, this, hit it, hit it, hit it! Need a fast one. This! Oh my god. Oh. That thing almost lasered my face off. Oh dear. I stand here in awe of the great feat I've done. Oh, look at these incredible weapons. Note that, you know, since spears attack much faster than the other weapons, they deal less damage per hit. But you saw with those flurry rushes, that spear was pretty good. And what do I have here? Oh, an icy weapon. Well, that takes care of that. Didn't really need that blizzard rod.